Brother, all of a sudden you have to keep your beard to your chest, and you walk around with this really pious look on your face, and alhamdulillah and mashallah, and nothing's ever fun
and you have
anymore.
to talk like this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Yeah, I'm still working on it, but yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking that I have to keep this, like, I don't have any personality left. You know, there's a lot of misconception about this, brother. I see a lot of brothers who think that, piety equals
Habibi, I get hammered about that all the time.
You mean like, because you're the people,
like,
Shaykh.
Yeah,
that's what I call you.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be the cookie cutter, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, you
that
know,
guy.
I should walk around with like a sagely look on my face all the time.
Yes. I got a question for you, okay? And I don't expect you to have an answer, but it's just a topic that it's on my mind, and I want to discuss it because you experience it, I experience it. I know these brothers and sisters out here are experiencing it on a daily. Brother, where is the time, and how am I, like, I'm just running ragged lately, bro. Like, I'm running ragged. There's never enough time, it seems like. We wanted to get started recording today, for example. We got 12,000 things popping up, this, that, and the other. Are we procrastinating? Is that what the problem is? Are we not prioritizing our lives right?
Bearcats.
What's that? Bearcats? Football team?
It's a family joke, you know.
Oh.
You know, American Muslims are always mispronouncing everything, right?
Okay.
Asad and
Assad.
Asad.
Yeah.
Khalid.
Not Khalid and not Assad.
Yeah.
Asad.
Khalid.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Barakah.
Okay.
Barakah in our time.
The blessing in our time.
Barakah is, so what barakah means is that, think of it, you get more out of something. Okay. So you can have barakah in your health, you can get barakah in your wealth, you can have barakah in your time. So like barakah, like let's use wealth as an example, okay? You can use time too, it's the same thing, same concept. You know, you get paid, say for instance, you make $5,000 a month.
All right.
And then you got another person makes $50,000 a month.
Inshallah, ya Allah. Bless
right?
me with that, I mean.
But here's the catch. The person with 5,000 who gets barakah, he buys something and it just lasts. Or he'll get it on sale, or something will get handed to him and he doesn't have to pay for it at all.
Okay,
or, you see what I mean?
I see where you're going.
And now the 50,000, well, he's got, along with $50,000 came 50,000 problems.
And he's stressed to the max.
And so this thing, I bought this thing, it was supposed to be quiet, but then it broke. And because it was an expensive thing, now it costs more to fix it. And then this thing comes up where now I got to pay for this. And then I got this health problem, so now I'm at the doctor and that's going to cost me 25,000. And so you see what I mean? So there's the barakah means that it's not about so much the money or the time, it's what Allah Ta'ala allows us to utilize it for and how much we can get out of it. So, and that's in the hands of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala.
So then the things that we're doing may not necessarily be the things that we should be doing.
Well, you hit it. Priorities.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So priorities, you know, if you want to like nail it to, it's like, okay, let's hit three things. Number one, dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
All right.
Because the dhikr of Allah, right? When
remembrance of Allah.
Yes. When you remember Allah, Allah remembers you, right?
Yes.
This is what Allah Ta'ala says in the Quran. This is what the Imam will say in the khutbahs and everything, right?
Yeah.
So the first thing is being engaged in the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while we are doing things.
Okay.
The second thing is the second thing is prioritizing based on Islam.
Okay. So I've got a lot of wasted time then that I'm doing, you know, I'm just a regular Joe out here, you know, and I'm wasting a lot of time scrolling on nonsense.
Well, think about it like this, right? That's one thing. But in order to help out, because we want to be solution oriented, right?
Yeah.
Am I doing this for the akhir or am I doing this for the dunya?
Okay.
Like that's the starting point, right? So am I looking at my time and my priorities and my life, and am I deciding am I looking through the lens of the akhirah or am I looking through the lens of the dunya?
How do I have fun and keep it within that lens of the akhirah? Like, how can I do that? You know what I'm saying? Because I know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we get this misconception that when we become Muslim, brother, all of a sudden you have to keep your beard to your chest and you walk around with this really pious look on your face, and alhamdulillah, and mashallah, and nothing's ever fun anymore.
And you have to talk like this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Yeah, I'm still working on it, but yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking that I have to keep this, like, I don't have any personality left. You know, there's a lot of misconception about this, brother. I see a lot of brothers who think that, piety equals
Habibi, I get hammered about that all the time.
You mean like, because you're the people,
like,
Shaykh.
Yeah,
that's what I call you.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be the cookie cutter, you know.
Yeah.
Like I should,
yeah, that guy.
I should walk around with like a sagely look on my face all the time.
Yes. Yes.
And before every answer, like,
Yes. That's it.
And then speak and say, like, well, you see, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this whole, like,
we're
again, yeah, and that's the thing, is that, you know, everybody's got these cookie cutter answers for everything, cookie cutter impressions about how things should be, and they've lost touch with the human experience. When you look at the Sahaba, I remember Hayat the Sahaba.
Yes.
Like these were like these Sahaba. Radiyallahu ta'ala anhum.
Different personalities.
So different personalities.
Yeah.
Some of them like we would call them jokesters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tell me this, the hadith, and I know you're gonna know this, inshallah, about the Sahaba that tried to sell the other Sahaba into slavery as a joke, and the Prophet ﷺ had to buy him back, wasn't it? Wait, who was that?
Okay, but hold on, you gotta stay on topic.
Okay.
This is what always happens with us.
I know, well, that's okay. We're humans.
Barakah.
Yes, okay.
Barakah.
Yeah, barakah.
Okay, so we got dhikr. Okay, we got our priorities being like through the lens of the akhirah.
Okay.
Like that's how that's a starting point. That's
Yes.
not the ending point.
Okay.
That's a starting point.
All right.
And then there's a whole, like, you know, process as far as establishing priorities and everything based on, this is where fiqh is going to come in, so the legal obligations, moral obligations,
Okay.
and so on and so forth. Okay. So through the lens of the akhirah, because this is all about I'm dying.
Yes. Yeah, that's right,
Because
brother.
like we're talking about time, but like there's only a limited amount of
that's
it.
a fact,
that's the main thing, is like this doesn't go on.
I just wasn't ready for that.
This is not open-ended.
I just wasn't ready for that. Like, by the way, don't forget,
You're dying.
You're dying. Like right now.
Right now.
I'm healthy as a horse, but I'm dying.
You are dying.
MashaAllah. That's it, brother.
And we were born that way.
Got an appointment with the grave.
Yeah.
Allah.
Malakul Maut, there's a place where Malakul Maut meets us in this path called life, and that's Ajalan Musamma. Like that is the time period where like there is nothing after that for us in terms of this dunya. And that's what I'm talking about, like having that perspective of the akhirah, that this is not about this life, it is about the next life. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, he made this beautiful dua, Allahumma la aisha illa aishun akhirah. There is no life except for the life in the akhirah. So when you're talking about like fun, I'll be right back. All right, so let's get this third point. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So now you're going to saying the dhikr of Allah. Your perspective has to be correct, and then the third thing, if you want to, like, again, we're going to like minimize. This is minimizing things, right?
Okay.
So now that third thing is it's about taqwa. So what is it's situational awareness?
Yeah.
Like what is like, okay, what needs to be done right now? What's my situation right now? So you want that situational awareness, okay?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So
and then like I've got my goal as far as the akhirah, and now as I'm like paying attention to everything and I'm moving towards the akhirah, I'm staying in the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah.
All right. This is like a basic understanding of how to get barakah in your time.
Give me an example of that. Give me an example of that. When you say situational awareness, right? Okay, I know what my goal of the afterlife is. Okay. Now I've still got, even though my goal of the afterlife, I've got that locked in, mentally speaking, I've still got these problems that come up. I still have to go to work. I still have to provide, or as a sister, I still have to take care of the kids.
These are external
obligations that still have to be met.
These are the external things. We jack it up internally.
Okay.
That's where most of our problems happen internally.
All
We're
right.
dealing with the wasawis and the whispers of shaitan.
All the time.
We're dealing with our own nafs and madhmumat, right?
Okay.
So these like blameworthy qualities or attributes that we possess.
Yeah.
Our own selfishness.
Okay.
And these are the things, these internal things are what get in the way. But when we become externally focused and we think that, oh, no. The external is primary, the internal is secondary.
Okay.
Then we've inverted. This is khilaf taqwa. This goes against taqwa. Taqwa is the understanding that all this external stuff is because of the internal.
So I still have to do these day-to-day tasks in order to live.
It's the kayfiyah. It's the how we go about doing them.
If we do them,
and how we prioritize them.
So if we do these acts as an intentional act of worship for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the barakah comes with the act itself. So I can live my day-to-day life with being blessed by doing my job.
There's a big if.
Okay.
Because everybody loves that statement. I'm doing it for the pleasure of Allah.
Yeah, brother, that's overused.
Here's the catch.
Overused. Yeah.
If you're doing it for the pleasure of Allah, then you'll do it the way Allah wants.
Say that again.
If you're doing it for the pleasure of Allah, you will do it the way Allah wants.
The way Allah wants,
and if
not
you
the way I want, Shaykh.
Oh, that means you're doing it for your pleasure.
Oh, and my benefit. Yeah. Okay.
And if you don't know, so then the next question comes, because watch how we always end up in the same place. I'm doing it for the pleasure of Allah. Okay, then you have to do it the way Allah wants. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
So now you have to learn.
Yeah.
But I don't want to learn.
I don't have time for that.
I don't have time for
Yeah,
that.
I don't have time for
okay,
that.
well that means that you don't have time for the pleasure of Allah.
Okay, so then it's good. And then I'm a lip service Muslim.
Exactly. I'm glossing over my own selfishness. I'm kind of like putting my selfishness in quote unquote Islamic clothing or using Islamic verbiage, right?
Yeah. Your ego has a nice thobe. Your ego got a nice thobe.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
And a nice lihya.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah.
So then we can essentially, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless us for doing our day-to-day existence, or being a mother, being a wife, being a father, being a husband, being a provider.
There's barakah in that.
Right. But we need to do it
the way Allah wants
versus how we want.
And that's where the barakah is.
Yeah, but you have to, step one, learn how Allah wants it done. This Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala perfected our deen. Today He perfected our religion, our way of life, correct? So because of that, we have a route for everything.
Everything.
And I tell you,
all the things.
brother, I'm still amazed at some of the things that I'll be asking you now, and I'm like, oh, Shaykh, how do we do this, or what is this, or you're like, there's a way for that.
There's a way for that.
There's a way for that, mashallah.
And it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Because you're not left out there kind of like confused, disoriented, like unsure. You can actually be confident, even if you don't know what that way is yet. You know it's there.
Yes.
I just need to first get to the proper source,
yes,
okay, to learn from, and then engage in the educational process, and then go through the process of compliance and conformance, and you're solid.
Yeah, and on top of that, I'm getting blessed for whatever it is I'm doing.
The whole part.
Yeah, like all of it.
From step 1, 2, 3, I'm trying to find a proper source to learn from. You're blessed in that. There's barakah in that.
Yeah.
And then I'm learning. There's barakah in that. And then I'm going through this process of conforming, because now I'm doing what? We say conformance, compliance, meaning like
submission.
Submission.
I'm submitting to Allah, which is the definition of Islam and what a Muslim is. One who submits only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
And do not die except that you are in a state of submission. So even if you don't make it to the goal and you die in the process, you win.
Alhamdulillah, you're still winning.
You win.
You're still winning.
You don't have to I didn't get to it doesn't matter, because you throughout this process you were submitting to what Allah wants. You were trying to do it the way that you're supposed to as a Muslim. So regardless, the success, you may not get it here in this dunya, but inshallah bidhnillahi ta'ala, by Allah's rahman, Allah's maghfirah, and Allah's fadl, Allah's forgiveness, Allah's, you could say, compassion and mercy, and Allah's divine favor, and the akhirah, you will be rewarded the likes of which you cannot comprehend.
Subhanallah.
And this is the promise of Allah.
Alhamdulillah. See, that's so beautiful from start to finish. So when it comes to our time, we need to summarize here. Summarize.
Stop chasing the dunya. Stop chasing the dunya.
That's a good summary.
Stop listening to shaitan and your nafs and your ego. Realize that you are going to die and act accordingly as a Muslim.
Perfect summary.
And because you asked about fun.
Yeah,
okay?
I was about to come back to that.
Yeah, because I know you asked about fun.
Yeah, Shaykh knows my personality.
He was absolutely, and it's a human thing.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, for sure.
We all need some downtime.
Yeah.
Like you can't be like dialed all the way up to 10 constantly. You know, at a certain point, like, you know, you redline that engine, you keep running it redlined, you know, eventually it's going to fail on you.
That's it, you're going to blow your motor.
Yeah, you're going to blow your motor, right? And we don't want that. That's not what Islam. Again, Allah doesn't want haraj for us. Allah doesn't want to put us in that kind of like difficulty and again, balance. Remember we talked about
middle
that.
Middle of the road.
There you go.
Yeah.
We don't want extremes.
Yeah.
But here's the catch. When you are actually doing this, the way that it's supposed to be done, you will find that Islam is so broad. You can be you.
Okay.
You can have downtime. You will find that, you know, mashallah, still staying within the boundaries. We do it all the time. And alhamdulillah.
Let me ask you, because in my mind, all right, I'm thinking, okay, I can have fun Islamically. Oh, I can read a book. I can watch a lecture. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have that misconception. Oh, I can't go bowling. What does a Muslim do for fun, Shaykh? Like, what can we do to where we're not? Granted, obviously, you don't go to clubs, you don't go to bars, you try to avoid fitna and all these things, Islamically speaking. But that goes without saying, or it should.
It should.
It should, but we need to say it, guys. Avoid these, inshallah. But
don't go anywhere where there are poles or anything of that nature.
Exactly. Any kind of alcohol, unless it's to the hospital where it's rubbing alcohol.
There you go.
Know, may Allah protect you.
I mean, it's obvious. But
how can we have fun? Because I'm just thinking, read a book, watch a lecture.
Okay.
Oh, that's my downtime.
Now, I have to clarify here because, like, what we are going to consider fun or downtime, it's going to change based on the level that you are on. All right?
Okay.
Fun for me is not fun for everybody else.
Okay.
All right?
A lot of different factors come into play.
There's different factors that come into play. And as you mature, your understanding of fun is going to change. And that's fine. We've already seen it. Like what we used to do is like for fun as 7-year-olds wasn't the same thing we did at 17 or 27 or 37 for that matter.
And we definitely ain't just going to foot race through this yard right now.
You already know
at
that.
Our age.
We're not going to race on our big wheels either.
That's
you know,
it.
like
Yeah,
what's a big wheel?
Yeah, I'm not running through a gopher hole.
What is a big wheel?
Yeah, they don't even have those anymore.
They don't have those, I don't think. Anyway, so the big thing is, again, we talked about it before. You want barakah in the time, right? So same thing. You're gonna go, say you get some, you know, go out with Muslims, and you mentioned bowling, right?
So double dating.
You're gonna go out. Here you go.
I need to clear the air, brother, because there's a lot of people out here who are thinking this kind of stuff, right? You know, come on. I mean, I have to. If I'm gonna get the advice, I want it to be.
Okay,
but
here's the thing, though, brother. Like, things happen that the Muslim community doesn't realize that these things happen. Okay.
Yeah.
So we get these like couples and everything that get all like friendly with each other and whatnot.
Here you go.
All right.
Yeah.
And like I literally had and this happened this year. I had a brother. He came to me. He was like, Shaykh, I need to talk. And you know, whenever there's like, I need to talk, you know, it's like, it wasn't like, you know, I got a question, like I need to talk, you know,
like help me.
Like help, you know. And what was the issue? They, you know, these two couples
here we go.
that are neighbors, and they had, you know, they were socializing and everything together, and he had fallen for this brother's wife. He's married. And now I
don't even know what to say.
And now he's got this thing, and he's like, I know it's not right.
Yeah. This is why we don't do these kinds of things.
This is the reason why we don't do these, and this is not unusual. This is not like some, oh yeah, that may happen every now and again. You'd be surprised how often this happens.
This is why I wanted to cover and ask you specifically about it, to be honest, is because I know these things are happening as well. And they need to be avoided, obviously, but it needs to be taught, because there's a misconception out here, Shaykh. Brothers and sisters out there seem to think, I had a brother tell me not long ago, they were going hiking with other Muslim couples, mountain hiking, brothers and sisters, and going hiking, and I'm like, brother, like, you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position, and your family, your wife.
Exactly.
You're putting her in an extremely vulnerable position.
Because what are you going to do if she, like, ends up, like, liking brother so-and-so?
Right.
And she falls for brother so-and-so.
Yeah.
So he's, like, tall, dark, and handsome, and muscular build, and he's got an amazing akhlaq, and he's wealthy, and she's like, ooh.
Yeah, or short, stocky, and tattooed. Like, you don't have to be tall, dark, and handsome.
SubhanAllah. May Allah protect you, brother.
I mean,
and your family.
Yes, I mean. But yeah, like this is a problem, man.
This is a problem, and because think about it. Well, it can't happen that much. If it happened to you, would you talk about it? I mean, would you go out there and share?
That's true. That's
like
true.
Even this brother's come to me privately, and saying like, Shaykh, I need to talk,
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is confidential, right?
Well, they always.
But that's how they want to.
He's got, like, whenever you sit with people, it's an amana, it's a trust.
Yeah, but they want to make sure, because it's that type of embarrassment.
Because it's that type of embarrassment.
Yeah.
The same thing for the divorces. The divorces are very low key.
Yeah.
Like, if you're kind of like not in the inner circle, or you're not around brother so-and-so, like, he could actually switch up wives and you don't even know it. He's been divorced, been single, and got remarried, and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
So people in my position where these things end up in front of us, we try to help, families, navigate these problems, and, sometimes when things go sideways, try to help them, to rebuild their lives. Like, this thing happens more than you know. You are putting your family and your situation, your akhirah, in jeopardy.
So to alleviate that, to remedy that, we can have fun, but we need to keep it within those bounds of Islam.
Because humans are humans.
That's it.
Men are men and women are women.
That's it.
And shaitan is shaitan.
That's it. Yeah, he's a dog. He got that dog in him.
Brother, like, shaitan will...
Yeah.
Shaitan is always out there, like, whispering and this and that and the other, and nafs is nafs, and desire, shahwa is shahwa, and if you can, I'm different. No, you're not. You're human.
That's it. That's a fact.
And,
yes.
and here's the catch: when people say that, what do? They put themselves in a situation where, because Allah knows what goes on in our hearts. So now you start thinking that you're different. Allah is going to mess around and show you how you are not different. You are very much human.
And that's not a price you want to pay in the long run.
You do not want to pay that price to realize just how human you are.
Yeah. So how do we have fun then?
Okay. So, like, if you want to do the couples thing, right? It's fine. Like, for years, like, you drop the wives go do something and the brothers go do something.
Yes.
That's it.
So that's
it's not complicated.
So that's okay then.
That's fine.
Yeah. So you girls want to have a movie night. Girls want to have brothers want to have.
I don't know about movie night, brother, but
music night. I get the Shaykh with shock value sometimes, just the looks. MashaAllah.
I mean, they ain't got to be sitting there crocheting or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
I'm hearing, Shaykh.
like, can we keep it halal, brother? Like, can we?
That's what I'm hearing. So
didn't we do a video earlier, like, something about, like, contamination, contaminating our thought processes, like through our eyes and through our ears. Like, go do something halal, and then I think it actually should be more physical.
Like shopping.
No, brother. You're trying to get me canceled, brother. Like, brother, finances are tight, brother. Now all the wives want to go shopping together.
Shaykh,
it's like Shaykh said. This is recreation.
Yeah, that's it, and it's halal.
It's fun,
and it's halal.
And it's halal.
Yeah.
Like, but do something, because we spend too much time sitting.
Yeah.
We're not active.
Yeah.
Right. So like, fine, that's great. So even like, say for instance, the hiking thing, the brothers take off, you know, and like stay within range, have the sisters, you know, are behind or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So that way, like the protective, you know, security aspect is still being managed properly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's ways of doing this where you can keep those boundaries.
But you have to be also with a group of brothers and a group of
with
sisters.
the same level of understanding.
Yes, with that same mindset and respect of the boundaries of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because you can have a group of 9 good brothers and you got that one brother who keeps wanting to fall back to the group of sisters to ask his wife a question and this, that, and the other. Like,
and that's disrespecting the other brothers.
that is. Brother, he's voted off the island.
Yeah, brother,
you got
like,
to go back
hey,
to
brother,
the car.
Yeah, you know, like,
See you later. That's zero
here's
tolerance.
the keys. You can sit in the air conditioning.
Yes, yes.
We'll
Like,
see you when we get back,
That's
brother.
it, man. I ain't trying to have all
I'm not
that.
trying to have no drama.
Yeah, absolutely not. And you don't
'Cause-
want to be on the way home and have your wife talking about, brother so-and-so, he told that joke, that was funny, wasn't it? Because now you done planted that seed of doubt, and now you done got a problem, you know what I mean? Wasn't that joke funny? Mashallah. Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're just going out doing recreation by yourself.
That's it. So you have
fun. So what does fun mean? So fun means, yeah, go out, have some downtime, enjoy yourself, you know, with food, recreation, etc. But you can even go bowling and whatever. That's fine. Like go with the brothers and go do some bowling or whatever. That's fine. Sisters, yeah, not so much.
Yeah,
right.
Because you're placing yourself in a different position and in a bad. Also,
Yeah,
they serve
well, no, even
alcohol
the
at least.
physical position. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I
yeah.
was
You know,
getting at.
like our sisters need to, you know, maintain their modesty.
Yeah.
They've been and they think it's like a downgrade, but no, it's like you've been given a very special status.
Yeah.
You are so beautiful. You are so, like, your shape, your form, your mannerisms, the feminism is so attractive that it's a superpower, and you have to protect other people from your superpower.
That's right, because men are remedial. Men, we're out here. We're lacking brain cells a lot of times.
The stuff that goes on, I'm trying to tell you, the stuff that can go on potentially in a man's head just from the visual aspect of a woman is not to be talked about on camera.
Brother, you could be in the middle of the woods with no visual things around and have these things go on in your mind. Because the shaitan gets to talking to you.
Like, dude, like, yeah, brother.
Next thing you know, you're like, I gotta get back to civilization.
If women knew the stuff that went on in men's heads, they would all cover, except for the ones that are really perverse, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
They would all cover. Actually, they would be shy. They would be like, they would see a man looking at them and be like, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. I know what you're doing. I found out. I know what goes on in your heads. Stop.
That's a fact. Right? That's a fact.
They wouldn't, I'm trying to tell you.
That's a fact. May Allah protect them, by the way.
May Allah protect us too from all of that nonsense.
And forgive us.
And have mercy on us.
Yes, I mean.
That's that whole, remember we talked about before, the whole notion of, you know, when women say that, oh, he's just a guy friend.
Yeah, yeah, he's like a brother.
Yeah, he's like my brother.
Yeah, no, he ain't.
No, he ain't.
If you didn't share a womb, it ain't happening.
You already know.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. So one more thing about that, about the
and the fun thing.
Yeah,
stay in dhikr.
Remembrance of Allah.
Remember, because we talked about barakah and time, right?
Yes.
So it's not, and taqwa and your situational awareness.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, like, you're taking your same 3 things, okay? So you're not forgetting about your akhirah.
Yeah.
You're staying in the dhikr of Allah. You're maintaining your situational awareness.
Yeah.
Just keep those 3 things tight.
Yeah.
And you can engage in recreation.
Okay, one last thing about it from a standpoint of somebody who may be living outside the perimeters of a actual community in which they can find good brothers and good sisters who are also like-minded. Okay, so for example, the area that I live in, you know, just now establishing the masjid, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless that community and allow it to grow with quality Muslims, inshallah. Ameen.
Ameen.
So let's say I'm living in that area. There's not a lot of brothers readily available. There's not a lot of sisters readily available. There's not a lot of other little Muslim kids that my kids can play with. What do we do as Muslim men, right, to provide recreation time with our families, or even for people who are like new reverts? There may be sisters out there who don't have other sisters and they're not married. Who do they have fun with, Shaykh? How can they begin to integrate, you know, in a way that's halal, that's permissible, and also pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you.
Migrate?
You eat, yeah, brother. Move.
Yeah.
And if if you can't, if it's not something that you guys can do together and be comfortable, like your family is doing something, and going out and having some fun, and because I've been in situations like that.
Okay.
And I love my family, and our family members love each other. So like going out and doing something together. Now once they become teenagers and they're like, oh, mashallah, it's a whole nother thing. Then they become adults and they got their own thing going on and whatnot. It's different. But when you're little, like if your family, the family unit, right, is strong, you guys should enjoy each other's company and going out and doing something like with the kids. Now, it's challenging.
Yeah.
So I don't want to downplay it, make it seem like, oh, it's a simple solution. It's not a simple solution.
Okay.
We are in a non-Muslim country, and we are dealing with a lot of challenges. Weed eaters, lawnmowers, dogs barking,
chainsaws,
chainsaws,
banjos. Maybe we should run.
Maybe we have the topic of fun another time.
Yeah. But all right, we can cut it here, Shaykh.
Have a value for the Muslim community, and be careful with those relationships. Be careful who you establish relationships with. Don't just trust anybody and everybody. Maintain the boundaries. Be careful out there, guys, because choose your friends wisely. I'm talking about your Muslim friends.
Yeah.
Choose them wisely.
Yeah.
Choose those. Choose to be in those relationships where you guys agree that your intention is to improve each other's lives, to get each other closer to Allah, because
that's very valuable advice right there. That's very valuable advice.
You gotta be. For me, this is a personal thing.
Yeah.
If I'm in a gathering, or if I'm out public, if I'm either, my preference is to get benefit. Okay, if I'm not receiving benefit, then inshallah Allah is using me to give benefit. If one of those two things aren't happening, I'm out.
And when you say receive benefits, you're not talking about being selfish. You're talking about gaining some type of insight, gaining some type of knowledge.
I'm becoming a better Muslim. I'm getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah.
Right. I'm benefiting from the sohbah, from the company itself.
Makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
And if I'm getting that, that means like I'm working on me.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by I'm getting benefit. Meaning it's something that's going to help me to become the best version of me.
Yeah,
right. To reach my potential as a Muslim and as a abd of Allah. And if not that, okay, fine. If I can help others, if Allah is using me to help others, okay, that's beautiful too. Yeah. But if it's neither one of those two things, then that means it's a negative. Yeah. Either somebody's trying to take from me, okay? They're either taking from me or I'm taking from them, God forbid.
Yeah.
In a negative way.
Right.
And now it's time to go.
Yeah.
It's better to be alone in that situation.
Alhamdulillah. All right, Shaykh. It's been a pleasure as always. Let's cut it off before the chainsaw works its way back over here.
You know what I mean? And we're not even in Texas, we're in Tennessee.
Yes. They already know. They've seen wrong turn.
May Allah put barakah in all of our time, our wealth, our health, in the fi dunya wa fil akhirah, in this dunya as well as in the akhirah. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen.
Ameen.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Be sure to hit the like and the subscribe button. Also head over, check out Islam of Mind on Patreon. Inshallah, join the community if you haven't already. You'll find immense benefit and blessing. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Oh, that's much better. That's much better.
I'm working on it. Assalamu alaikum.